Good morning, this is Monday, April 20th, and today we're going to put those zentangles we learned last week into a composition. I'm going to show you how to draw this owl, and then we will put some of the zentangles in it. Okay, today we're going to talk about how to put all of those zentangles into a composition. And you can use anything. You could draw a butterfly, you could draw a turtle, you could draw a landscape. Today we're going to use a picture that was done by one of our teachers and one of my best friend, Pam Gilbreth. And she did this owl as an example when she was teaching one of the Zentangle classes here at Healthy Living OKC. And so we're going to talk about how you can go from having a whole lot of Zentangle patterns and put them into a composition. So the first thing that you would do is you would decide that you're going to draw, an animal or whatever you're going to draw. In this case, we're going to start off and you have some basic shapes. You have two basic circles here for the eyes. So we're going to use a pencil and we're going to draw those circles together just very lightly. Okay, so you can kind of get your pen to go around. And so we're not using pen at this point. We're just using pencil to kind of create the design. This is another shape that kind of goes over the eye. This is the kind of the wing that's closest. And we're going to kind of make a little teardrop that goes down like this. All right, the wing on the other side, about midway into the circle, we've got to put the body first. So we're going to kind of have a curve like this. And then we're going to put a wing and a curve. So we've got a wing on this side. Then we have some little legs that are coming down. And we have a branch. Some little toes. And a branch that's going to come with the toes. We have a nose. It's kind of like a little carrot shape. It's going to be this direction. Where the two circles go, we're going to make a triangle that's going to go out and come back. A triangle out and back. Go a little above that line and make a line this way and this way. The eyelid for the eyes are going to curve over this direction. We're going to erase some of the lines that we don't need. All right, so once we have our eyes, then we're going to have some circles inside the circle. And I think maybe this is a little too high. You're going to make adjustments as you go. All right, so we started off, and one of the Zentangles we talked about was just making circles. All right, so now you can switch over to your pen, and let's just make some circles for the eyes. So let's start off with a little highlight. And then we're going to make a bigger circle around that and solid that in. We'll leave a little highlight in the eye. We want to do the same thing for over at the other side. Then we're going to take and make another circle around that eye. And I'm going to get a smaller pen. Some of you can see how this one is kind of coming and it's very large. In the micron pens you have different sizes on the bottom. You can tell as far as the different sizes. And so your Sharpie is a little bit thicker than most. So if I want to do some little tiny lines, I can come out from that with a smaller micron pen. Okay, now I'm going to make another circle around this one, and another circle. And then we're going to do some variations inside those circles. So maybe some triangles going up and down. Whatever we do on one eye, we're going to do on the next eye. And I'll get you guys started on this. We're not going to fill in every single line right now because we only have 15 minutes together, and you can continue to add some of the other designs as we go. All right, so you can go ahead and maybe like solid in and put little dots. Okay, now we're going to draw the line around the eye. And this one, I think we're going to do some swirls. So we did some swirls and some of the others. So we're going to make a little design of swirls. And you can go back to your Sharpie as far as, and you can add some thickness to your different lines. Now we're going to kind of outline our wing. Now the wing can have different variations in it. So you can create whatever different designs and different shapes that you want in your wing. We're going to outline our nose area. I'm going to come around and outline our eye. This one had swirls, so we're going to add swirls on this side also, so that we have the same on one side as we do the other. We're going to add some lines. And kind of define our space that we're going to use. There's some 3 little toes. And kind of put a branch. A branch can have different things coming off of it, kind of like our feather had. So you can use some of that the same design that you use for the feather. Solid in your branch. And once you have things kind of designed as far as where you want them to be, then you can take and erase your pencil line. Some little eyelashes. And then I'm going to kind of erase my pencil line just to kind of clean up our design a little bit. Now, to create just some little bit more spaces, let's make some kind of lines that are kind of the feathers here in the body of the owl. maybe some not real straight lines. All right, so now we can begin to add some of the different designs that we talked about and we played with the other day. So one of the things, we don't have to do those same ones. We could do this design that we worked with that was kind of a swirl and add some different patterns. So I'm thinking that that might work really well here in this center part of the wing. So we can make our swirl. And then we could start making our circles going around that line. And you can switch over to a smaller micron pen and begin to make the designs inside those. So you could add your variation. Some of you guys are figuring out zentangling is just a very relaxing way of making design elements. And you can just keep adding more and more and more and more. So there's really hardly a stopping place. We could add different designs on the outside of this, or we could make parts of it, leave the parts white, and we can make some of this on the outside dark. So just kind of play with things that you want to add for the wing, and we will get back and we will finish our owl tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Okay, that's it for today. We will finish tomorrow. I will see you all then. Don't forget to wash your hands.